Hi everyone, Jess here, and today I'm joined with Michael Tan, Chief Commercial Officer of the Scarabee Aviation Group. Thank you for joining me today, Mike.
Thank you for having me.
What role does technology play in the airport transformation solutions that you provide?
It's a key role, and we have a tagline as a company, technology at heart. We love technology, and it's technology for people, made by people, for people, and in general should make our life better. You know? The technology we have is maybe two phases. One is staff facing, sometimes our own staff, and the other is, let's say, passenger facing, customer facing. Just a couple of examples. For instance, we have a digital twin for the baggage handling system, for the IT and the controls. That's typically used by the technical staff to improve the systems, to test systems, change software before it goes live. And then of course, above wing, we have lots of technology which is passenger facing. And if you look at technology and say, well, what is it? It's applied science, in fact. And science, there's a lot of science. We can have math, we can have physics, chemistry, and then the softer side, the human factors, the psychology maybe. That part of the let's say the science spectrum is so important to embed into the technology, to apply that. And you know, passengers are with different shape, different size, different color, different culture, so many different dreams, and the technology should be there to support them. And I think it would be good to note there is that it is important that we keep things simple and intuitive. You know? And you know that most passengers only travel once a year. You know? They do, however, of course, maybe go to a supermarket or a grocery store twice a week. Yeah? They may be familiar with a self-checkout. Yeah? So, yeah, perhaps they could do that in the airport too. If you do it twice a week, do it once a year, but then make it simple. And let's say, part of the technology should also be then to understand that if you say, well, it's just scanning something and then maybe paying, that's it. But if you then have another stakeholder who says, well, what if they forgot to scan it? Let's do a double check, let's weigh it. The whole process becomes more than double as complex, and the number of exceptions also doubles. And it kills the experience. Yeah? So our technology should be for passengers, simple, intuitive, that's it. It's not full self-service, unfortunately. It is still assisted self-service. And then we need the staff. We need to empower the staff to deliver the remarkable service. Not a lot of people have seen a baggage handling system in real life. It's complex, it's big, and if you want to understand how that system works and how the bags are sorted and handled, there's even often a baggage hotel for bags which are too early for their flight. I would say it's a baggage factory, and the bag goes on a journey. If you want to change that, when do you do that change? If you want to improve it and make a software change, do you do that at night? And then everybody says, well, I hope in the morning that everything still works. Yeah. Or could you do that differently? What if you would have a digital twin? Could you do it then in the morning with a cup of coffee and make the change, see if it still works, test it, and maybe test it 3 times, and then do the switch over to a live operation. And that's why we have a digital twin, that our software team predominantly can have normal working hours, having the digital twin, doing all the development, doing all the testing, and the greatest benefit, of course, is preventing things going wrong, seriously going wrong in a baggage system.
This summer, we have seen many problems surrounding baggage in European airports. How can technology help to overcome this?
Yeah, that's very unfortunate what happened there. And first I'd like to also put things in perspective, because it's not just the airports, it's not just the baggage. If you order a car nowadays, instead of 4 months you have to wait a year. If you order something online, orders do get cancelled. The whole supply chain too is a bit in shambles. And so, we have to, as a citizen, we have to accept that also aviation is affected by this. And there's no exception. And it was very difficult, I think, like in the other industries as well, to plan for the magnitude of this type of exceptions. You can have your normal operation, things can go wrong, you can plan for that, you can train for that, but if you have multiple incidents which all come together, then it becomes quite big, noticeable. But we're not alone in this, and we can improve. We can definitely improve. That was already, I think, part of a roadmap, because you also saw a lot of people buying AirTags. Where's my bag?
Yeah.
So if a passenger with an AirTag in the bag knows where it is, if we could have that type of technology and have a baggage identity, not a piece of paper on the bag, but a bag with an identity, it would make things much easier. Life would be much easier, because then also the airports and the airlines would be able to know where the bag is at all times.
That's definitely an area we're seeing a lot of development in, and sort of accelerated by the troubles that have been happening. Technology steps in to take over.
Yeah, and the technology is coming, and you will see that, and that is maybe could be part of the next question.
So what technology trends can we expect to see in the coming few years that could help to digitally transform airports?
Yeah, very, very clearly. So a lot of systems in the airport, and especially IT systems, have well past the shelf life. And what we do see, you're holding a tablet, I have a phone, and this phone is probably much, much better than what you would see in the field in an airport. So what we will see very clearly is that passengers can book their trip, check in at home, and then and do all the other things at home using their phone. And then the next change will be when they come to the airport, they'll just use their phone to, for instance, operate a bag drop. We don't need anything else, just a bag drop. The basic functions and all the IT is in the phone. We'll also see that your identity is on your phone, and it's you who controls what you share, with whom, and for how long. And that is to prevent a digital twin of yourself on this planet. So you have to be very careful with sharing your personal information, and we see lots of examples now where identity gets stolen. So it's your identity on your phone, it's your bag identity as well, and then this is the next to really operate other infrastructure, other assets through the phone on your favorite airline app. And then there's one thing left, and that is, have you ever asked yourself why you need, when you go through security, and it's your bag, it could be a big bag, could be a small bag, I don't know, And it's a journey of, let's say, 20 meters. No? It's quite a footprint. A lot of people assuring that you are properly screened. So could that be different? Should that be different? And that's also what we see is instead of things getting bigger, equipment becoming bigger, it's like the phone, it has to become smaller. No? And it's more integrated, and then it becomes your private security pod, yeah? Where you can stand in with your bag and go through screening in a single step.
How has your time been at this year's World Aviation Festival?
I have had an extremely good time here. We had a great opportunity working with the organization, also to get a group of delegates into our experience center to do a deep dive into disruptive innovations. That was something novel for us. We appreciate that very much. Yeah, and then the opportunity here to engage with all the delegates. Also the opportunity you have as a speaker and to participate on the panel. That's been really wonderful.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Mike.
Yeah? All right. Thank you.